Author and trauma counselor Debbie Alley shares her near-death experience where she walked with Lord Jesus, vegetarian, on Heaven's Beach. Her ordeal began on her 31st birthday in 2006 in Trinidad, when two armed men entered through Debbie's garage and attacked her. They took her from her husband and children and held her captive for 2 weeks. Blindfolded and handcuffed, she endured beatings, starvation, and dehydration. She was tied to a bedpost and spent 14 days without light. Though raised as a devout Christian, she questioned God but never lost hope. By the 11th or 12th day, feeling her body weaken, Debbie sensed she would not survive. She felt a mix of falling asleep and drifting away, her pain fading. Suddenly, she found herself hovering above her body, fully aware and able to see the room despite her blindfold. Watching her lifeless form, she calmly realized she was dead without fear. A presence entered, followed by brilliant white light she could gaze into without discomfort. From it stepped Lord Jesus, whom she recognized instantly. Overwhelmed with humility, she fell at his bare feet, noticing light emanating from his toes. He lifted her like a child, saying,
"It's okay, Debbie. You can rest now. Everything will be all right."
She fell asleep in his arms, feeling unparalleled peace. Debbie awoke on the beaches of heaven. The colors were indescribably vivid, the sand like glowing crystals, the water a unique blue. Lord Jesus communicated telepathically, answering her thoughts. Debbie noticed no footprints followed him as he explained,
"You're not supposed to go back."
Despite thinking of her children, she couldn't feel grief in his presence. The water and fish stood still as he passed, and there was no sky or sun, only light everywhere. As Lord Jesus said,
"I am the way, the truth, and the light. My Father and I are one."
At the beach's end, a brighter light shone, and God's voice, indescribably beautiful, said,
"My voice is the sweetest sound you will ever hear to those who belong to me."
Lord Jesus asked Debbie why she wanted to return. She said for her children. He assured her they would be cared for, but gave her a mission to write a book titled Bare Feet, delivering his message.
"I see all, I hear all. I know all that happens in the darkness and the light."
Lord Jesus blessed her, healing her injuries and imparting strength, and said,
"Everything will be perfect. It will not be easy, but okay."
As they walked back, Archangel Michael was assigned to protect her and Archangel Gabriel to guide her. Saints Abraham, Moses, Jacob, Mother Mary, and Elisha, all vegetarians, appeared, praying. Mother Mary smiled and said,
"God always answers the prayer of a mother."
Debbie suddenly felt her own mother's nightly 6 p.m. prayers sustaining her through her kidnapping. Curling up on the sand, Debbie re-entered her body in a fetal position, feeling all the pain again, but certain she would live. Debbie's most violent kidnapper miraculously changed, becoming her protector. He begged forgiveness after learning of Lord Jesus, and she granted it. He untied her, urging escape, but God told her to stay, since fleeing would cost him his life. 2 days after Debbie's near-death experience, the kidnappers accepted only 1/10 of the ransom, baffling police. Her protector gave her a phone. After she was thrown from a vehicle into a drain, she called her husband, who traced the call and rescued her. Debbie emerged with infections and trauma, but began sharing her story immediately. Though battling PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety, she carries the memory of heaven, Lord Jesus' embrace, and his promise. Her book, Bare Feet, and her counseling work continue to spread God's message of hope and salvation.
Elevating quote of the day: human beings love their family. Heavens love the world. The Buddhists have compassion for all sentient beings. These noble ones forget themselves to care for others, and thus all living beings revere them. The venerated enlightened master, Mun Dang Wang, vegan.